What's up, Ian here, and this is a very quick unboxing and first impression of this KZ Planar IEM. This IEM is called PR1. Please note that this is not my full review. I will do my full review after I'm done listening to it, but this is just a very quick unboxing. And also I will measure this and show you guys the graph. Right, so let's begin. And this is a very typical KZ packaging. I think you guys have seen most of KZ's packaging, very similar. Okay, now let's just go through the specs. The plug type is 3.5, frequency is 20 to 40,000 hertz, impedance is 16 ohms, and the sensitivity is 96 dB. Okay, this is basically a planar. It doesn't say what type of planar, but yeah, it's just planar. Okay, very typical of KZ's box. And this is the IM. Let's just see what's inside. Nothing else. Okay, so user guide, cable. See what cable comes in this box. Okay, so very typical of KZ's cable. Yeah, I think I don't need to go through this cable because I've already seen a lot of this cable. Ear tips. I think it's gonna be the Starline ear tips. Oh yes, it is. Yep, Starline ear tips. So again, I don't need to go through this. Let's just take a look at the planar IEM. And this is the planar IEM. I think this is a vent. So is it an open back planar IEM? It's got the KZ acoustics in front. Some words, and I think these are vents as well. The shell seems to be made of metal, and the 2-pin connector is sticking out. Ooh, wow. So seems that the nozzle is also part of the inner shell. I think the inner shell is metal, but it seems to have been casted, and there is a seam here, so it looks like the faceplate is one piece, the inner shell is one piece, and the inner shell is another piece. So there are 3 pieces here. Okay, not bad. They are vents. I think they are vents. I don't know. I have to put this under a microscope to tell. So yeah, pretty good industrial looking type of planar IEM. Okay, so let's measure this and then we will have my first listen. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken out my rig, and this is the KZ planar IEM, and I'm gonna measure it. Just a very quick one, and then after that I will do my first listening impression and let you guys know what I think, and then I'll continue to listen a little bit more and then give you guys my full review after a few days. Okay, so let's measure the left side first. Okay, let's put this in, and on the screen itself, let's normalize this. Okay, let's pull this up. Don't think you guys can see. And now I need to normalize this at 232. Okay, now it's at 33. Let's just reduce the volume a little bit. Oh, too much. Oh, too much. 31.5. Okay, somewhere there. Okay, and then I'll calibrate at 85 dB. Done. It's 120 dB. Okay, hang on. Where's my generator? Let's pause the. Okay, now let's measure this, the moment of truth. Now I'll name this KZP1. R1. So KZPR1. Okay, and let's check the levels first. Okay, so it's at 88 dB, so it's fine. It's just a little bit above. And let's start So I'm gonna be silent for a while. Okay, looks like, oh wow. Okay. Right, so this is the left side. Okay, and then let's try the right side. Come on out. Okay, all right, this is gonna be interesting. Right, let's check the levels again. 88 dB, so that's pretty consistent. Let's measure. Okay, so I think the left and the right channel is pretty consistent, except for the treble part here, which is pretty normal because anything above 8000 hertz is a bit inconsistent. But yeah, right, so that is for the measurements. Looks like a V shape to me, right? And yeah, so let's have a listen and I'll let you guys know my first impression. Okay, so I'm back with my iPad, and this is my normal setup for testing my IEMs. In fact, I've used this song many times, Golden Hour by Jake, and I used it to rank all my IEMs. I'm still in the middle of doing it. So yeah, so I'm gonna use the same song to listen to this KZ PR1 Planar IEM. So let's go. And as I mentioned, guys, this is my first impression. It's not my review. Okay, and let's start the song. Pretty easy to drive. I can hear the kids and the birds chirping in the background. The lead singer is quite spaced out. It's not an intimate type of presentation. It's got a lot of air. The soundstage is pretty wide. Wow, the bass. Let's hear the rumble. Oh, very deep rumble. It's not a very present rumble, but it's pretty strong, firm type of rumble. And the treble is okay. It's not the brightest. It's not very bright. It's not very dark. Somehow the treble is it's okay. It's neutral type of treble. The mid bass is not bad. The thump is quite impactful. The overall tone of this is on the warmer side. Actually, no, it's natural to warm. Not very warm. Quite natural. So let's try and listen to this louder bit. This is a very sensitive planar IM. Yeah, it's a very sensitive planar IM. Yeah, the bass, as in the sub bass, is quite present, but it doesn't have a lot of weight. It sounds very airy. It's got a lot of air to this soundstage. Somehow it's like open. I find it's like very open type of soundstage. The image is good. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Okay, so this is my very first and initial impression of the KZ PR1 Planar IEM, and a very quick unboxing as well. So this is not my full review. I'm going to do my full review after I listen fully to this, to all my test tracks, and then yeah, then I'll do my full review. Right, so that's it for now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you again in my full review, and I hope you guys have a great day ahead. Cheers.